Care fraud scheme worth $400 million.
This 2 years after Contact 5 investigator Katie Legrone exposed how the scam worked.
Who? To who? You have to have done it to someone, but there's no effort at all to uncover that.
I thought he should have been ashamed of himself. Then I watched Floyd Money Mayweather with Jim Gray. And I said, wait a minute. I smell something. Something seems a bit fishy.
No, money is what you smelled.
I smelled something.
Joe Rogan appeared genuinely surprised during a recent podcast after reports surfaced claiming that boxing icon Floyd Mayweather is facing a lawsuit over his alleged connection to a reported $42 million fraud scheme. Known for his candid opinions and in-depth discussions of high-profile controversies, Rogan reacted with visible disbelief as the story unfolded, with a lawsuit alleging that Mayweather was involved in a large-scale financial operation centered on misleading investment opportunities and deceptive business partnerships.
Floyd Mayweather. He's the only guy who's been able to just be balling out of control, constantly flashing money, $1 million watches, a fleet of super expensive cars, and still freaks everybody out. Yeah, the thing about Floyd is he never lost his discipline. Floyd would famously run home from the nightclub. So he would go out in Vegas, he'd be partying, it would look like a party, he's drinking water, and then he would have his driver drive, and with his pants on, jeans on, he would jog home. And the dude was always trained.
Joe Rogan, one of the most influential voices in combat sports, has frequently shared his thoughts on Floyd Mayweather's career and boxing style. Throughout the years, Rogan has provided detailed analysis of Mayweather's evolution as a fighter, explaining what made him so successful and why he continues to be regarded as one of the greatest boxers in the sport's history.
I mean, he fought Logan Paul. Logan Paul weighs 200 plus pounds.
And he turned the shit out of Logan Paul's neck. Like
Crazy.
Like, wow. And I think he held him up like, hey, man, don't fall because you'll mess the money up.
If they were the same size, I think Floyd would have knocked him out. Logan was so big.
Oh,
he was so much bigger than him.
But them shots, though, was
It's so crazy to see a guy who is the best boxer of all time having a fight with this super athletic, gigantic YouTube kid. I mean, look at the size difference. It's insane.
During the early years of his career, Floyd Mayweather earned the nickname Pretty Boy because of his exceptional defensive ability, which helped him avoid absorbing significant punishment. Joe Rogan has often noted that, at that stage, Mayweather paired his elite defense with remarkable hand speed and explosive offensive skills, consistently breaking down opponents with fast, accurate combinations. According to Rogan, that version of Mayweather demonstrated not only outstanding technique, but also the aggression, precision, and complete control needed to dominate inside the ring.
One of the things that people forget is that Floyd went through a big transition of his own. If you go back to the early parts of his career and you watch when he was Pretty Boy Floyd, he was a much more aggressive fighter and he would put himself in danger much more. And then when he became Money Mayweather, just got so much more brilliant defensively. And then he became the guy that you see shutting out Canelo Alvarez, stopping all these guys, just shutting everything down. He just became this defensive wizard.
As Floyd Mayweather's career progressed, he embraced a money persona, placing greater emphasis on defense, precision, and ring intelligence instead of constant aggression. Joe Rogan has frequently praised that evolution, pointing to Mayweather's remarkable ability to control fights while absorbing very little punishment. Rogan has even said that Mayweather belongs among the greatest boxers because he perfected the art of avoiding clean shots, remaining just offensive enough to secure victories while staying incredibly difficult to hit. What impressed Rogan even more was Mayweather's ability to stand directly in front of his opponents and still slip their punches through exceptional timing, reflexes, and defensive awareness.
Floyd Mayweather used to be having these crazy workouts and he would crack open a Pepsi and people are like, what the f*** is he doing? Like, he's crazy. That guy never drank, never partied, never was out of shape, never got fat, would run home from the club at 2 o'clock in the morning. If boxing is hit and don't get hit, who's better than Floyd? Right. Zero people. He definitely cracked him at the end of that round and wobbled him. And then it was right at the bell. And so then Floyd got back on his bike and started outboxing him.
Is Ali the same fighter that got beat by a fighter with 7 fights? Every time boxing come on, you don't bring up Muhammad Ali name. You don't bring up Mike Tyson name. You always bring up Floyd Mayweather name because I'm still a face of boxing.
When you think about Floyd talking about greater than Ali, he's very delusional. Listen, he can't take his kid to school by himself. And he's talking about he's great. He's a little scared man. Greatness is not guarding yourself from the people. Greatness is being accepted by the people.
Ali Bomaye. That means
Ali, kill him.
Joe Rogan believes much of the criticism aimed at Floyd Mayweather comes from his flashy lifestyle and outspoken personality. On Asterisk, the Joe Rogan Experience Asterisk, he explained that Mayweather regularly displays his wealth through expensive watches, private jets, and luxury homes, an image that many people view as arrogant and that often fuels envy among fans. Rogan argued that this actually benefits Mayweather because many viewers tune in hoping to watch him lose, even though he rarely gives them that satisfaction at the same time. Rogan acknowledged that beneath the public image, Mayweather's success is rooted in exceptional discipline and an unmatched work ethic. In his view, the money persona wasn't created by chance, but is a carefully planned part of the brand Mayweather has built throughout his career.
And one of the reasons why people watch him fight is not because he's like Mike Tyson, just goes out and destroys people. They like watching him fight because they hate him. Because he talks so much shit and he's like, look at my $1 million watch, look at my fucking jet, look at my house, look at this. He's like constantly showing you all these things that he has. Like he'll lay out watches in a hotel bed. Like this is $1 million worth of watches. This watch goes for $2 million. And they're like, this is my small watch that I take sometimes, but when I'll show you, when I'll show up, I bring out the big boy and it brings out this watch that's covered in diamonds. It's like $5 million. And so you hate him.
You feel that disappointment that the fans felt that maybe you didn't get the best Manny Pacquiao that night?
We're not going to do that. We're not going to talk about that. You was one of the guys that believed in Pacquiao.
I did.
Okay. So now we don't want you to back out the block. And I told you before, that was easy work. So if you believe in Pacquiao, you need to go back and say, you need to sit down and do a story and say, you know what? I believe in Pacquiao and it's his fault. It's not Mayweather's fault because Mayweather did what he always do. Be a calculated fighter, be a smart fighter, and find a way to win.
And I did that because I said that although there was a problem with his shoulder, whether it existed or not, I always said there was no. Wait.
Floyd was great, but he didn't want smoke with Winky. He didn't want smoke with Winky. He didn't want smoke with Triple G either. But there are people who look at that situation and be like, I mean, that's crazy. But that's what the great ones do. They do crazy shit. But Floyd did enough crazy stuff, though. Listen, I don't have that much criticism towards Floyd. I just don't think he's as great as everyone say. He's the greatest ever. That's silly talk to me. But he was jaw-dropping great. The impact of Floyd is my thing, and that's not criticism on Floyd. That's criticism on followers. So everybody followed what they perceived to be his blueprint. That's my criticism. It's never Floyd.
During an exhibition match in Mexico City against John Gotti III, Floyd Mayweather drew widespread attention after the referee was replaced in the middle of the fight. Following a warning for what was ruled an illegal punch, Mayweather reacted with frustration, confronting the official and insisting that he be removed. A replacement referee was then brought in, allowing the exhibition to continue, and Mayweather was later unofficially recognized as a winner.
So Floyd Mayweather just got done with the boxing match against John Gotti III, and well, in the boxing match, specifically in the second round, Floyd Mayweather kicked out a ref, and they replaced it with a new one because the ref took too long pausing the fight. Let me know in the comments if this is one of the craziest things you've seen in a boxing match.
In another conversation, Joe Rogan pointed to Floyd Mayweather's influence by bringing up the incident in which a referee was replaced during one of his exhibition bouts. Rogan argued that something like that could only happen to a fighter at the very top of the sport, where fame, financial power, and influence carry enormous weight. According to Rogan, moments like these show that Mayweather's status and wealth shape more than just his public image. They can also affect what takes place inside the ring itself.
The referee said Floyd Mayweather hit him behind the head. So Floyd fired the referee in the middle of the bout. Floyd throws this punch and he's 100% correct. The punch landed the side of the head. It's a right hook. It's a perfect punch. And the referee was saying, watch the back of the head. He's like, what the f are you talking about? And so he kicks the guy out and they bring in a different referee who finishes the fight. It was insanity.
According to Joe Rogan, Floyd Mayweather's fierce competitive mindset was formed early in life through the environment he grew up in. With both his father and uncle heavily involved in boxing and driven by competition, Floyd was challenged to succeed from a very young age. Rogan believed that upbringing helped shape the disciplined and dominant fighter Mayweather became during the peak of his career. Rogan also suggests that this relentless mentality didn't end when the fights did. Instead, It carried over into Mayweather's approach to business and finances, influencing not only the success he has achieved outside the ring, but also some of the controversies that have followed him over the years.
You just look at boxing in terms of like how often you get hit versus how often do you hit the other guy. He's the best ever. The way him and his uncle and his father talk, I imagine they were always super competitive from the time they were young.
Yeah.
Like he grew up being they're super competitive. They're competitive about talking shit. They're competitive about all kinds of things. So it's like that hive, like growing up with that all the time, and the boxing skill.
Floyd Mayweather has claimed that his investments, particularly in real estate, generate as much as $300 million every month, saying he built a strong business team that allows him to earn at that level. While there's no doubt Mayweather has made enormous wealth through blockbuster fights and exhibition events, many financial analysts have questioned whether figures of that size are realistic. Critics argue that producing consistent monthly income on that scale would require exceptionally rare and highly profitable investments, leading some to believe those claims may be overstated rather than an accurate reflection of reality.
And Floyd Mayweather says he makes $300 million a month, which is $3.6 billion a year. He makes more money than Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, all of those guys. So I say all that to say this. The money that Canelo was looking for, they can easily come up with that money. Floyd Mayweather got it.
Well, listen, let me put it this way to you. If he makes what did he say, $300 million a month?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm 6'4" and 240. And I know I'm 5'8.5" and 240. So there you go. There's no way. If he makes $3 million a month on his investments, that's a lot. $36 million a year. That's a lot. So I know guys that are worth, $500-600 million, plenty of them, and they don't make $36 million a year, let alone $300 million a month. So there you go.
Floyd Mayweather has continued to face skepticism over his reported role in major real estate deals, with some critics suggesting he may be overstating his involvement to reinforce his image as a successful business mogul. Financial analysts note that transactions of this size are usually handled by institutional investors or large development firms through documented partnerships, rather than by a single individual. Because of that, questions are continued surrounding the accuracy of those claims and whether his public image is backed by verifiable assets or partly driven by branding and publicity. As a result, the reported $400 million figure remains unverified, and the scrutiny surrounding those claims has continued to grow.
Floyd Mayweather Jr., there's a story circulating that Business Insider did talking about this $400 million property deal that he had been discussing here in New York City. But now, according to Business Insider, it's not what you think it is. They said there's no evidence there's been a sale of these properties, and it's 62 rental apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. Here is what Floyd Mayweather had said at the time on a video that he posted on his Instagram.
I love bringing the people into my lifestyle, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on the regular talking about real estate. Well, lately I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me. Guess what? You can do the same.
All right. Well, now we're trying to figure out what happened, right, with Business Insider. So according to another update, he did ink a $402 million deal for a Black Spruce portfolio. When he said that it was all his and no one invested, he meant no one was funding his part of the investment but him. And so I think this is something where maybe he owns a piece of this or shares in it, but it hasn't changed hands because the majority owner is still the same owner that it was before. I'm trying to understand what happened with this, but I know there's a story that's circulating, so just putting it out there. Whew, it's a tough one. I'm trying to understand as a real estate person myself, what exactly he is communicating when he's saying that he owns this, because they're trying to make it seem like he doesn't, but what it seems like is that he owns shares of these buildings, and it's a larger, it's part of an investment that he did on his own.
A member of Floyd Mayweather's team, speaking anonymously, has added another layer of uncertainty to the ongoing discussion surrounding his reported Manhattan real estate deal. According to the source, no confirmed investment partners connected to the transaction, directly challenging earlier speculation that it was part of a joint venture backed by a larger institutional group. Instead, the source claims Mayweather has presented himself as a sole buyer, even though the size of the reported deal has raised questions among real estate observers. That contradiction has only fueled further skepticism about how the transaction is actually structured and whether anyone else is involved behind the scenes.
Of his team spoke off the record, and they actually tried to modify the story a little bit to get ahead of it. So it went from we own all the buildings with no partners to now their story is changing up a little bit. So they reached out to the Housing Partnership, a spokesperson. Now the Housing Partnership of NYC is a nonprofit group that is a partner in a majority of these like really huge like property deals. And it helps, the person buying it to qualify for tax breaks and grants and preserve the affordability of the portfolio apartments, right? If you're buying, affordable housing, then you're gonna go through the NYC Housing Partnership. That never happened, okay? So the spokesperson says the Housing Partnership has not been advised of any sale, pending sale, or change in ownership. Generally, the partnership will be advised of the transfer and will be party to the transfer. That has not occurred. A person directly... Now, here's where Mayweather get on that BS, bruh. All right, here's where the shady business starts.
Joe Rogan has consistently praised Floyd Mayweather's boxing style, particularly his elite defensive skills and calculated approach inside the ring. Rogan has often explained how Mayweather controls the pace of a fight, making opponents miss while patiently taking advantage of every mistake they make. That he frequently highlights Mayweather's outstanding footwork, timing, and ring IQ, which allow him to shut down aggressive opponents with remarkable efficiency. In Rogan's view, Mayweather's style is a perfect example of technical boxing, a true masterclass in landing punches while avoiding them.
One of the things that people forget is that Floyd went through a big transition of his own. If you go back to the early parts of his career and you watch when he was Pretty Boy Floyd, he was a much more aggressive fighter and he would put himself in danger much more. And then when he became Money Mayweather, like as it got later and later in his life, he just got so much more brilliant defensively. And then he became the guy that you see shutting out Canelo Alvarez, stopping all these guys, just shutting everything down. He just became this defensive wizard to the point where you'd see world-class fighters like Sugar Shane Mosley. Once he recovered, he didn't really know what to do with Floyd. Floyd just had the answers to his style. He had figured him out.
This disciplined and calculated style has not only helped Floyd Mayweather finish his career undefeated, but has also changed the way defensive excellence is viewed in boxing. Joe Rogan's praise reflects Mayweather's place among the sport's all-time greats, recognizing his blend of elite technique, exceptional ring intelligence, and unwavering dedication to perfection every time he stepped into the ring.
Floyd's undefeated too, but he's not the greatest boxer of all time, right?
It's arguable he is. It's arguable he is.
I don't think so.
Listen, man,
I feel like he is. He's my favorite.
He's been hit hard maybe 4 times his whole fucking career. Right. You stop and think about how many fights he fought against elite guys. Not just great defense, like the best defense of all time. You're talking about a guy who's fought everybody. He fought everybody. He fought Canelo. He fought Pacquiao. Maybe he didn't fight Pacquiao when he was in his prime, and maybe he fought Canelo when he was young and made him cut extra weight. He did some smart shit. But at the end of the day,
that's part of being a fighter, though, right?
Yeah. At the end of the49 in Conor McGregor. That's what he is. That's what I say.
The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission charged both celebrities with illegally promoting securities, leading Floyd Mayweather to pay $614,775 in penalties, along with an additional $152,725 in disgorgement and interest. Meanwhile, Centratex founders, including Saurabh Sharma, were arrested and later convicted on charges of wire fraud and conspiracy after defrauding investors of nearly $25 million.
Kim Kardashian and Floyd Mayweather are being sued over an alleged crypto pump and dump scam. Investors are accusing the celebrities of promoting a no-name crypto called Ethereum Max.
Do your homework, do your research.
I would not move forward with an endorsement that a celebrity had recommended just on the fact that they were a celebrity.
Kujenwa Moit teaches branding and marketing at Parsons School of Design at the New School.
You know, they did what every scammer would normally do, which is to name it after something that is trusted. In fact, what we came to find is Ethereum Max has nothing to do with Ethereum. It doesn't even sit on the Ethereum blockchain, but it's a way of duping people.
Kim Kardashian promoted the coin on Instagram, asking, "Are you guys into crypto? This is not financial advice. and names Ethereum Max.
Kim Kardashian's case, it was declared on the Instagram post that it was a paid promotion.
Floyd Mayweather endorsed the coin at a boxing match with YouTube star Logan Paul.
This is the best day of my life.
Accepting the coin as payment for boxing tickets.
Trying to buy celebrity names to promote their assets. And so the ultimate question is, should someone who's being paid for promoting a product be ultimately held accountable?
Crypto and blockchain attorney Felix Shipkevich says the celebs are only doing their job of promotion. He gave an example of a celebrity promoting a car advertisement.
You know, sometime down the road, this EV has major issues, goes up in flames, or the brakes stop working. Are we going to end up suing that celebrity?
Floyd Mayweather has built a powerful public image around an exceptionally lavish lifestyle. From exotic cars and custom jewelry to frequent displays of wealth, he has consistently embraced the money persona as a central part of his personal brand. However, although his boxing career, endorsement deals, and business ventures have generated enormous wealth, his financial activities have not been without controversy. Over the years, some of his promotional efforts and business relationships have raised ethical concerns, prompting critics to question how much of his public image is based on genuine success and how much is a result of carefully managed branding.
I'm always bringing the people into my life. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the love. I have to bring you guys into my life on a daily basis. Check out my view again. Once again, I should say. The Michael Jackson steps.
What's your take on Floyd Mayweather's boxing career and his distinctive fighting style? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and be sure to stay tuned for the next update. Until next time.